I mean, Victoria, thank you for the rose cap. Good morning, Victoria. How you doing?
Thanks, really
Understand.
good.
I'm like, yeah, I was trying to find. I'm so tired. This last seizure has knocked me for six, but picking up emergency meds today. Well, I hope those emergency meds work. It's about time now. Yeah. Excuse me. It's about time crime was stamped out. It's getting too far common. Yeah, it is. It really is, Shaw. It is. You know, they really need to clamp down on it, but, you know, they really do need to clamp down on it. They really do need to clamp down on it. You live in North Ireland and was sent no video. It's awful. It really is awful. Do you think the entire panic to get hormones and passport was to try to stay in old accommodation? I don't think it was to stay in the old accommodation. Hasn't said much about them since. No, that does seem to have disappeared now. No, I don't think it was to stay in the old accommodation. I think it was to try and get moved into a different accommodation that was female. Me too, as I won't stay on them long. So, because they're addictive. Yeah, they can be addictive, Shazzy. They can be. Not being singing much since they had a knock on the door. Wonder if new neighbours said hell no. Well, Victoria. Well, I don't think they can. I don't think they can. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they're allowed to. I don't think they're allowed to. I don't think they're allowed to. I don't think they're allowed to screech. To be honest, now. So, um, interesting. That's an interesting thing because, mm, but they're clearly. This is where karma has come back to bite them. Um, he's in a man's place, so they're probably scared. Probably, I advise everyone not to watch the video from Buzz. No, no, yeah, it's. I've seen it. It can be very triggering. Um, wasn't there boasting he could sing as he had no neighbours? Love this for them. Yeah, yes, Shazzy, yes. Yeah, pretty much. They were boasting about it, and then quickly, swiftly found out. Oh no, you can't sing. You can't sing. They were. I think they're realizing. Oh shit. Um, they can't do that. Morning, Chloe. Do we know for a fact he's in a men's place, or is everyone running with the same idea? Chloe, I mean, I honestly, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know. I'm not. I've only seen a few bits on FYP here and there. Chloe, I mean, I'm not personally going to look, so because I don't really care. Um, I just know that alphabet. I mean, it would be hilarious if there was. I mean, yeah. And I, um, but he wished he stayed in old place. Now seems to get away with everything. Yeah. Morning, sunshine. Yes. So I think that they're not liking where they are. I think there are rules to where they're staying. Thank you for sharing Slime with Cats. Morning source code. Um, I do think there are rules to where they are, to where they're staying, whereas there didn't seem to be that many rules where they were. So, from my understanding, where they were last time, it was a. Thank you for sharing, Shazzy. It was a place. It was a block of flats. It was a block of flats, right? Um, but so, like for example, my old property, mine was a masonettes of four, block of flats of four. Morning, Lazy Daisy, block of flats of four. Um, hey, Spartan FYP. Morning, Kaylee. Had a woman with a baby, so was cocky and tough. So
Thanks for the
not
gift.
so cocky tough. No, yeah. So mine was a block of flats of four. So, but right, mine was council. The one next door was privately owned, was bought out. So, like, you know what I mean? So mine was council, but the next door was privately owned. And I think so in the old property where Elphaba was, if they don't like their place, they are perfectly capable of renting privately. Yes, Chantal. So basically, in the old property, from what I understand, where Elphaba was, that's how it was pretty much in the old property. Elphaba's old property, that place was sort of, it was homeless accommodation, but it was in a block of flats where everywhere else was technically privately rented or by other organizations and things like that. Yeah, with £2,000 on my TikTok, I would be putting down a deposit or trying to right source code. Yeah. So thank you for the heart, by the way, Lazy Daisy. So right, the lady I rescued my kitty from has just asked me if I want to be a foster carer for more kitties. The money he wastes, he could rent a place. Right, Molly, and this is where, when it comes to why aren't they being made to look for work, I think they are, Victoria. So when it comes to this new property that Elphaba's in, I think there are rules now. There are rules because it's a shared accommodation. It's a shared accommodation, so there are rules to be like, oh, you got to do these things, and like there's like rules to how you can do these things. Yeah, Dean did share the rules. Yeah, I've seen Dean share the rules of like noise complaints and things like that, and this, that, and the other. So it's like, this is where karma really has come back to bite Elphaba. Dean is there, yeah. We love Dean. Surely in these places you have to be seen looking to better yourself. Right, Victoria. And that's where... So, Elphaba... Right, Elphaba has paint... Right, this is where Elphaba has cornered themselves into a box. So, Elphaba... Morning, Beatrix. Room inspections every week. Right, Kerry. This is where Elphaba really... Thank you for sharing Squeaky Pickles. Elphaba has... Morning, Ozzy B. Elphaba has pushed... has basically...
Thanks for the gift.
Cornered themselves here. I saw them hissing at that podcast. Yeah, I know, Sarah. I've seen that as well. They've cornered themselves now. They really have cornered themselves. Now, obviously, there's leeway. They went out, got pissed, did rugs, this, that, and the other. They did all that, right? However, that is only going to...
Thanks for the gift.
That's only... Thank you for the heart, me, RCB. That's only going to be allowed so much. You have joined the fan club for 2 months, Beatrix. So he will have to clean or he will get thrown out. Right, Victoria. Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong, but he should not be allowed the cat unless stated otherwise or approved. I think it would have been approved, Charlie. I think the cat would have been approved before doing all that stuff. I think the cat has been approved. So the cat would have been approved if the cat wasn't approved, then Elphaba would have got rid of the cat. So I think the cat would have been approved. So I think there is leeway a bit, but if they get thrown out, do they have to rehome them? That might be their plan to get a new place. Honestly, Victoria, yes, but also no. Yes, but also there's only so much the council will do. I think Elphaba is literally getting on the last legs of things now. Because Elphaba was in housing before, whereas now they're in a bedsit. Everyone I know in emergency accommodation has a clause that kicked out ends duty. Yeah, and this is where Elphaba, Elphaba has tried to paint this scenario as them being this vulnerable adult. And unfortunately, Elphaba, I think Dean said it best, Elphaba wants a maid. And that's the reason Elphaba wants Maria up there and all this stuff, so that Maria does the cooking, the cleaning, this, that, and the other. That's the reason Elphaba wants CLA over there. Elphaba wants a maid. Someone to do things for them. Morning, CJ. Thank you for the heart me for that. I didn't see that. So that's what Elphaba wants. That's not what they're going to get. Now, do you hear them telling another trans they was uneducated? He don't to educate. No, I didn't see that. Right, they are just lazy. Right, this is where Elphaba's painting themselves into a corner. Wicked, hello. It must be such an empty existence. Yeah, it is. But because Elphaba's painting this scenario of a corner behind a white sheet, yes, they are trying to paint this picture of I'm a vulnerable adult, I can't do anything for myself, right? I know, yeah, wicked, yeah. So I'm this vulnerable adult, I can't do anything for myself. Now, we all know that's a code for do things for me. Thank you for the cake slice, Eden.
Thanks for the gift.
That's a code for do things for me. Right? That's not how the council are going to work. That's not how things are going to work. They're going to go, well, you need to do this X, Y, and Z.
Thanks for the gift.
We'll put these things in place for you, but you have to do things yourself. And that's not how Elphaba's going to work. Does he not realise he puts everything on live for everyone to see? Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. London Council will have thousands of issues a day to deal with. Right, source code. And that's the thing. Elphaba's not the only one that's homeless. And that's what drives me nuts. And that's what pisses me off. Good morning, Eden. That's what pisses me off. Elphaba's not the only one that's homeless. And things like that. And it's like, the council have got a lot to deal with. And with Elphaba saying that there's this person after them and this, that, and the other, and yada, 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 I'm like, there's a lot going on. We'll look at CLA Council. How do you know about right, Scottish Trust? Yeah, exactly. He thinks they're entitled because in their head they're famous. Yeah, Victoria. Yeah, pretty much. That's what they believe. They believe that they are famous, and they believe that they should be able to get everything that they get. The most contact you want with the council is none. I mean, source code. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You don't want any contact with the council. Can't you get into trouble for false allegations? Yes, you can, Witty.
Thanks for the gift.
You can. Thank you for the help me. Yes, you can get into trouble for false allegations. If someone is after them and scared, why is he going out in public? That is the age-old question, Luke. That is the age-old question of if you are so scared and you are so worried and so scared for your life, why? And this is where Elphaba is literally pushing themselves into a corner with no return here. Because, Mr. Raccoon, hello. Elphaba has literally gone from the outer boroughs of London right into the centre of London, where there is more trouble, more shit, and more things to go down. It's like, They will deem themselves unable to maintain a property and won't be given a tenancy. If I can maintain a fucking tenancy for several years, Elphaba can do it. They're a liar, and we know that they're a liar. Hey, Thornbirch, sorry, hello. I'm listening while I do your housework this morning. Nice. Good morning, Liz. Thank you for the Go Populars. Good morning, Liz. It's just, my worry is that they'll try to blame the other men in their housing of doing something. Sarah, the thing with that though, Sarah, is it'll be their word against Elphaba's. And with Elphaba's track record, I'm doing well, Liz. I hope you are too. And thank you for that, heart me, Liz. It'll be their word against Elphaba's, and it's a case of London is not always the nicest place. Scottish Chess, no. It definitely isn't. Why is somebody who, let's face it, isn't autistic but is claiming to be autistic wants to live in London is beyond me. But you know, I think when council said I need to be in Central and they gave them what was available. Rosin, to a degree. No, what I think happened was he complained enough. He moaned and complained enough. That's what happened. He can moan and complain to us. But clever plan to put them in somewhere he can't screech. Yeah. It's emergency last chance accommodation, trust me. Yeah. That's what I'm sort of like. This is, I think, this is where Elphaba doesn't like where they are. And this literally is, I'm going to say perfect. This is perfect for them. They can't scream, they can't screech. You can tell they are hating where they are. And they can't do a fucking thing about it. They can't do anything about it. They got moved. They got exactly what they wanted. They got exactly what they wanted. They got moved. They were being stalked and harassed, in their own words, from where they were. The council moved them to a location where they were. Boom. Just because Elphaba doesn't like where they are, that's got fuck all to do with anything. Do I agree with Elphaba getting where they've got? No. That should have gone to an actual real trans person or a real veteran on the streets or a real autistic person who's out on the streets right now. Yeah, I'm pissed about it, but hey, this is what Elphaba wanted. They wanted to be moved to central London. They wanted to be moved from where they were. They bitched, moaned, complained for months. Calm as a bitch. You got what you wanted. You can't complain about that now. Thank you for the flame hearts bugs. You can't complain about it now. Morning, Miss Thing. Oh, for fuck's sake, why isn't this working? Emergency accommodation, chance to reform, train the voice and transition. Yeah, but Elphaba will never do any of that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking hell. In their case, karma is justice. Yeah. Easy path to fame. Well, apparently they are famous. Well, source code. Apparently they've got they've got something lined up. I don't freaking know. But this is exactly what they wanted. In technology, it's my e-cigarette. It's not. It wasn't working. It's like a box room. Huh? Did you see the video where that sheet slipped? Yeah, I did. Yeah, the sheet's not up anymore. I don't think. Morning, Nanny Cake, and morning, He said that they have brand. They keep on saying that they've got brand deals. We'll believe it when we see it. Any brand that want to work with Elphaba, good luck. Good luck with that shit, because oh god, the only agent they have is called a work coach. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were trying to put up a video. No, 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 no. Yeah. What for so? No, my e-cigarette wasn't working properly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what brand deal they've got. Yeah, I know, right, Mr. Akin? He has brand deals. I have working technology. Like I say, TikTok wasn't working earlier. I had to freaking reload it, reinstall it. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, damn. Jesus. And how dare you call me out like that? Like, what? See, here's the thing. What is the likelihood of, because they keep on saying that they're going to have brand deals, right? They're going to have brand deals. Now, what is the likelihood? Hey, Witchy, hello. What is the likelihood of Elphaba actually getting a brand deal? What is the likelihood? Because they've been saying that they're going to have brand deals for so long now. What are these? What are these? Who are these brands reaching out? I'd love to know. Yeah, that's the thing, Kerry. Who would honestly work with them? Like, who? About as likely as I become a millionaire. Was he be? The only brand deal he needs is that Vosen medicated soap my nana used to have. It stinks. Oh. I would purposely avoid any company working with them. Yeah. They keep saying they have brand deals, but they never show anything. Right, Jojo. And that's the thing here. It's sort of like, hey, Elaine, that's the thing. It's sort of like, for a brand deal to work, you'd have to show off the brand. I mean, I'm more likely to have stable mental health than they are getting a brand deal. I mean, you're not, same, Lost Munchkin, same. Same here. He will probably buy something and pretend it's a brand deal. And that's the thing, Kerry. It's sort of like, well, we're all seeing their efforts with Cameo. I mean, yeah. Morning, Nicole. Morning. That's the thing here. It's sort of like, what are we doing? I'm more likely to be cured than he is to get a brand deal, Charlie. And hasn't mentioned the hormones, so proof again it was all. Oh, we know it was all a lie. We knew it was all a lie. Didn't they do that before? I remember Maria calling them out. Yes, hell yeah. Like he did with those makeup brushes. Yes, yeah. A brand deal with the local lockup. I mean, I will always tell. I will turn around and say it. That's where I see Elphaba going. I'm going to be honest. That's where I see Elphaba heading. Prison. Hey, Fentic, good morning. When the product isn't pinned, we'll all know it's a lie. I mean, yeah. What have I missed this morning? I've been busy. Oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing really fancy. We're just chatting at the minute. We were listening to steps, and now we're just chatting. Do you think he knew what he was going to, so try their hardest to prove their chance? Yes, Victoria. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I do. Yeah, sorry. I do think that's what I knew. That I think they knew where they were going. He can wear their lanyard travelling on the prison bus. I do think that. Yeah. Maybe a brand deal with ankle monitors. I mean, I read it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. if it was going to happen, it would have happened when they were popular years ago. That's it, baby. That's it. Hey, L Diamond. That's the thing here. If a brand deal was going to happen, it would have happened years ago when they were on the leaderboards, when they were popular. Yeah, and they still think they're going to get in the West End.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the Hotmail, Diamond. The only West End E will be is Wormwood Scrubs. That's near the West End, isn't it? That I don't know. Is their gender marker legal in UK for passport? No. No. It's not legal in the UK. It's only legal in Spain. From what I understand, anyway. They are delusional, and that's where... This is where the delusion is dangerous, because it's like, yeah, funny how CLA was in Spain and everything coming from Spain. Yeah. Yeah. But now apparently now they're falling out. The only West End E is good for is the West End of Shady Pines. I do love the Golden Girls. Why would E get it from Spain anyway? Because CLA was in Spain. That's the only reason. CLA was in Spain. I googled that you can actually buy the stamp online. Oh, can you? I didn't know that. Hey, Venti, good morning. CLA and E, why thought they was best? Well,
thanks for the gift.
Apparently, Victoria, CLA is not answering Elphaba. E was saying E can use it for passport this morning and get him ratty when people said you can't use it. You can't use that. Spain's don't require evidence to, yeah. Why they did call, well. I mean, you can't. That's the thing. Elphaba thinks that they know best, and they don't. After E gave loads of advice for free. How rude. I know. How rude. How rude. See, again, I'm stalling because I'm like... I'm stalling because, like, you know when you don't really want to watch videos? I've been through these videos. E getting mad at people telling them no. The shock. Hold the press. I know, Mr. Raccoon. Elphaba does not like being told the word no. The UK GRC requires evidence, a legal gender marker paperwork from Gender GP just doesn't need evidence. Well, but can't be used for birth certificates. That's it, Pentic. Elphaba, you're not going to be able to do what you think you're going to be able to do. Just changed my married name in your passport and needed all originals. They don't stand a chance. No, Chantal, they don't. They're not going to be able to fool people. Morning, Ratty Catty, sorry. They're not going to be able to fool people. So many wrong ones on here. Thank God for amazing people like you and a few others. Thank you, Victoria. I'm just somebody with a microphone. Because they're a malingering narcissist. Yes, Charlie, they definitely are. E said E had doctor's note saying E was trans. It doesn't work like that. Morning, Nemesis. It doesn't work like that. Your doctors can't diagnose you as trans. It doesn't work like that, Elphaba. It doesn't work like that. Oh, I'm really not. I'm an asshole. It'll be off down the local library hogging that printer again. Yeah, Donna, they definitely will. He doesn't really think that. No, Nemesis, they really don't. Also, Gender GP one needs paying for. They do a physical letter when a digital one. Yeah, Pentic, yeah. Is it on his NHS app? Well. We're still waiting for many things to be on NHS app, aren't we? The passport will say male and really name, so can't get Instagram back
Thanks for the
like
gift.
they want. That's what this is all for. Thank you for the Go Populars, right? Okay. That is what this is all for. There are some people who say he got Munchausen's, incorrect. Malingering narcissist, correct. I mean, yes. Munchausen's is a lot more severe, I would say. Because Munchausen's is when, I mean, they're going in the direction, but Munchausen's is a bit more severe. Like a lot more severe. Without social media, they have nothing. There is is it Munchausen by social media or something like that? I haven't looked into that too much. Only thing on their NHS app will be hypochondriac. I mean that will be somewhat Luke. Yeah. Don't forget balanitis. Oh yeah, yeah. I've got trans friends. Even my nephew is trans, male, and my son is autistic. So they peed me up. Nemesis, no. As someone who has a trans brother-in-law, yes, I'm well aware. And as an autistic adult and as a spicy household, as we call it, they piss me off to no end. Because Elphaba is the kind of person that does so much damage to the communities. And that's the thing here, Victoria. The young people don't listen to the older generation, I feel. The older generation, you know. The millennials are fucking tired, I'm telling you. The millennials are fucking tired. No. I have people in my life who are all parts of the LGBTQ community. I'm still learning them when I do try that. Yeah, that's it, Charlie. Yeah, you do. It's a learning day every day. Yep, and he doesn't even care what damage they do. No, yeah. They don't give a crap, Nemesis. They really don't. And that's the thing. They are influencing younger generations, and the younger generation listen to Elphaba, and that's what works on Elphaba's side, because everyone looks up to Elphaba, as bad as that sounds. They don't listen to us because we're old. Everyone looks at us and goes, "Oh, you're old," and it's like, no, because we are we are, because let's face it, they have ramped up their level of delusion. Which, let's face it, sort of like when we were younger, like as teenagers, we used to do it. We used to look at our parents and go, "Well, you don't know any better. You don't know it. You don't know what it's like." Now, as adults, we go, "Oh, we should have listened." So I can kind of understand why they would look up to somebody like Elphaba, and we're screaming at them going, "No, this person's doing harm and damage to the community." You see, we didn't have social media back in our day. Mother knows best, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. We've seen it before with the rise of the internet, the personality disorders. Yes, Mystique, we have. Like, we didn't really have social media in our day. You know, we had MySpace and the Boom and things like that. And, like, yeah, we had social media, but it isn't what it is today. And they you know, when you have somebody like Elphaba who says, "Oh, I'm this," and we can see the manipulation. AOL, oh god, AOL, yeah, oh my god, AOL, yeah, oh, the AOL chats. The AOL chats and the MSN chats, oh my god, yeah. Yeah. They like being the victim or vulnerable because he likes the sympathy and attention. Yes, witty, yeah, and that's the thing. It's sort of like those of us who grew up, not necessarily as those of us who grew up vulnerable, know what it's actually like to live it, and it's like, no, it like we weren't victims, we were survivors. We still are survivors, but you know what I mean. And we didn't do it for sympathy or attention. And it's like we grew up in a completely different world. You had encyclopedias growing up, yes. That's showing your age. No, the Aussie, no. I remember AOL. MSN don't get me started. Yeah, MSN, yeah. Mammy was always right. I just didn't want to tell her. I mean, last mention, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, 44 here myself and suspected autistic myself, so I can understand where you're coming from, Scott. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I've said, good old encyclopedia. Yeah, you was on Habbo and MSN all day for real. I mean, I was on MSN, wasn't on Habbo though. I feel for them and their childhood, but we turned out not evil. That's the thing, source code. Yes, you can feel for the child that was Elphaba. You can, to a certain degree, because Maria wasn't a great fucking person. But the way in which Elphaba has turned that into, I'm going to be this evil person, no. No internet until you was in your 20s, Kerry, you was classed as vulnerable when you left your DV. I hated being called. That's the thing, though. I hated being called vulnerable. I'm still technically classed as a vulnerable adult, even at the age of 37. I fucking hated it as a teenager. I hated it as a young adult. I hate it as an adult. I fucking hate the label. I hate the label because, and the reason why I hate the label, or hated the label, is because Elphaba doesn't realize that I speak for myself here, you had to fight for your independence. Really had to fight for your independence. You were literally treated like a child. Elphaba acts like a child. No, Elphaba, we were treated like we were children. Told that we were dumb. Told that we would never go anywhere. I mean, that was a self-fulfilling prophecy on my part, but that's not the point. We were told these things. And this is, thank you for sharing, JJ. This is what pisses me off. Because Elphaba wants the label of autism. Well, let me tell you let me tell you the dark side of that label. The dark side of that label is you get ignored in society. Society doesn't want to know you. You want this big platform. You want to be in the West End. Well, guess what? That now, with the autism label, is a fight. Is a fucking fight. Anyway. As a survivor of DV, I hate being seen as... I get that, Cat. Thank you for that, JJ. Back in my day, sound like my dad. Yeah, we didn't have technology. We'd be pushed outside to... Yeah, Charlie, yeah. Absolutely, 100%. My 16-year-old is autistic, and he was kicked out of many schools, etc. Boss, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult because the school system doesn't understand. The school system still to this day doesn't understand. Didn't understand when I was in school. I was treated more for learning difficulties more than autism.
Thanks for the gift.
I was told at school that I wasn't good enough for uni. I now have a degree in criminology. Nice, Liz. And that like we internalize that. That's the reason why I have a really bad internalized I am not good enough thing. And the entertainment industry be one of the most judgmental, like, I don't know what it is, thinking, yeah, it's source code. It really is. It's really judgmental. No one sits there wishing to get the big C, but he sits there wishes for health issues, and it's also, that's it, Witty. No one wishes to have, like, autism, ADHD, or, like, these conditions that Alphabet wishes to have. Nobody wishes these things. I'm like, Alphabet, if you want my autism, you can have it. You can have my keloid scarring, you can have the constant headaches, the brain injury side of things. You can have it all. Have it. They've now got. He's now got his place in. Nice, Bastard. That's brilliant. Mobile phones with local phone boxes. Yes, yeah. Hi, Gemma. Thank you for that, by the way. Hi. Did you see? I did, JJ. I slept for hours. What have I missed, Gemma? Not a lot. I've spent the last like half an hour just chatting. I haven't played any videos. The school system is institution. Do not care. Oh yeah, it is an institution. Yeah, the same, Charlie. Yeah. I am also working on your second degree. Is nice, nice. He was talking about ADHD the other day after I got diagnosed. Like, you can, I know source code. That's the thing. He Googles these things and then doesn't realize Google will only take you so far. Try living with it. I've had the C twice. It isn't as fun as he thinks. No, Last Munchkin, it isn't. Many autistic people who have fought there every day and are successful. Don't be hard on you. That's basically, I mean, I'm not hard on myself. I'm just realistic. To a degree. Yeah, he can have my chronic pain by all means. That's it, Alderman. Yeah, you can have it. My mobiles back then was yelling from the front porch. Yeah, that was my mum's. I always had the voices. You're not good enough. They hate you. You're going to. They're going to abandon / leave you. Yeah, Charlie, I get them all the time. It's a constant recurring theme. My two youngest won't go to school due to bullying, so we'll have to homeschool. Oh, Gemma, yeah, I mean, that can happen, you know. Bullying at school is fucking. Homeschool, I mean, homeschooling is. Homeschool can be an interesting way to go. But he googled the women's symptoms. That's it. Women will affect because this is where Alphaba. Let's face it, Alphaba got declined autism as a boy. As a young boy, Alphaba got declined autism. So now, anyway, hang on. Yep, had a hard time getting my son diagnosed, and I was found to have several dyslexia. Nemesis. I found those voices are reasonable of people that actually did leave, so F them. I mean, he can have my BPD, ADHD, dyslexia, actual RSD, and bullying / from family trauma. Right, Pentic. I think for that, yeah. He can have my EDS, depression and anxiety. At least could then have my life back. Right, Cole? You can have your OBS source code. 8-hour bathroom break. God, yeah, that's difficult source code. School was traumatic. We lost my mum during school. I'm so sorry, Charlie Dan. Yeah, that's gotta be difficult, especially during the school years. There's primitive years of school years.
Thanks for the gift.
Only fights I've ever had was with bullies. I'm half traveller and was taught boxing. Oh, taught boxing, Mystique. Damn. Morning, M. So hang on, there was a point that I was going to make, and now that I've gone through that. Oh yeah, no. I was going to say, so it's just clicked into my head. So Alphaba got refused autism. Clearly, because, you know, they said that they went to camps and did all this bullshit, right? Do you ever think that Elphaba wants to transition just so that they can get an autism diagnosis. Because they want to get the female side of autism. They want to get the female side of autism. But we know that they won't, because they'll get the male side of autism. Literally, if we could... literally, if we could physically remove these illnesses, we would. Anyone who's actually chronically ill doesn't want to be. Exactly, yeah. But biologically, they kind of never get the female side. That's it, last mention. Yeah, they would never actually get the female side of it. But if he does, because male brain, not female one. That's, I mean, that nemesis, I think the whole female/male brain got disproven years ago. As far as what I know, that got dismissed like years upon years ago, and it was just like, because Alpha keeps on saying about like the male and female brain, and I'm like, I just thought we all had a brain, but okay. Yeah, I thought that got disproven like years ago. But like obviously I'm in such a flare up today. I can't even join in the chat. Just listening. He has no idea. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Thing. Flare ups can be difficult.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the level of sparks, Cole. Can we take a moment to laugh at the noise he made with the backdrop? Oh, didn't the cat do that? Hey, Kiki, what have I missed? Oh, we're just chatting at the minute, Kiki, about many different things to do with E. I mean, don't men have two brains? I mean, allegedly men have two brains. One that they think with, not very often, and the other one that they think with is the more sexual side. That's how bad. I nearly passed out laughing, yeah. Because my daughter has been diagnosed recently with ADHD, and there's no sign of my ex's side, just mine. Yeah. Your husband's doesn't work. Shut the hell. No, thank you for the Shepherd, Kerry. Like the scarecrow in Wizard of Oz. If only I had a brain. Could not. Oh, that's a good child. That's a good one. Why has he got a backdrop? Victoria, I never could work that out. I think it's to do with like so that people can't work out where they are. I think. Ow. I think that was the reason. I believe that was the reason. I think that was the reason. So, yeah, I think that was the reason. I think it's so people can't talk about the mess. Oh, yeah, that may be the reason. There may be many different reasons. There may be many different reasons. People were saying that it kind of looked like Maria's. I was like, oh yeah, I can kind of see that. But I kind of had a feeling that Mew, the cat, would be scratching the fuck out of that, because cats have a habit of climbing up things. And lo and behold, Mew decided to go up there. Oh, you're in the office and can't focus. Oh no. Oh no. but will stand in front of sign and night out taking photos. I mean, because yeah. I honestly, I have a feeling that they're doing that on purpose. They're doing that on purpose. Again, this goes back to if they were so scared and so worried, she's bored, she will climb everything. Yeah, you're not wrong. If they were so scared and so worried about their safety, why are you posting where the fuck you are? Like, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. Already broken. Yeah, already broken the curtains. DJ Vinyl. We love a DJ Vinyl. Thank you, Kerry. Thank you for the Go Populars. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they've already broken the curtains. Like,
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the Your Awesomes, Gemma. I have several fucking questions. Like, why?
Thanks for the gift.
Wait, the curtains are broke. Well, yeah, you broke them. Generally, though, I know cats can be lazy. However, I've never seen a kitten so still. Thank you for the Go Populars, Linda. I think they get, they get bored. Cats go through different spurts, don't they? But a kitten would be a bit more.
Thanks for the gift.
Adventurous. I assume you got her revenge on E. Scratch the leg after it is. Yeah, I know. Spartan, did you know E is now a psychological evaluator now? Is that
Thanks for the gift.
Is that when they were going through CLA? Fuck me. What the. Thank you for the roses, Linda. The kitten going to need a tetanus net, yeah. Literally, Josh, exactly. You'd expect a kitten to be running around. But the thing is, the kitten doesn't have much room to run around in. Oh, he has evaluated the awareness community and we are projecting our danger onto them. Are we in danger? Are we in danger now? Okay. I'm surprised they let them have the cat in that room. It's literally, yeah, I know. The poor kitten is bored and will get more aggressive. That's the thing, that cat will get more aggressive. Some of the awareness community, some are sticking up in it. Oh, yeah. I'd love to know what danger. I would love to know what danger. Love to know. Thank you for the heart me UK TikTok. I'm wrong. Wait until on season. Oh yeah. You missed a chapter, little pink goblin. So they moved because, in Elphaba's words, they got harassed. I think it's because of the neighbours. The neighbours complained.
Thanks for the gift.
That's what I think. But, two words. Two different stories. I think it's because they got moved. What did you miss last night? I mean, last night, I don't think Elphaba was live last night. I don't think. I know that they were live yesterday. I don't think they knew about the cat. Where is Mew's cat box? Oh, good question. Good question. Prince Harry. Exactly. Those of us who understand cat/dog behavior know that they can become reactive through boredom. Yeah, they can, Cole. They definitely can. I think he got voted out by the rest of the people in the old place. I think they got kicked out. Wasn't even seen the day they moved in, apparently. Oh. Well, I mean, Oh, I say, if that's the case, right? If that's the case, then Alphaba's not going to last there long. If they don't know about the cat, I mean, but the problem is, don't they have to?
Thanks for following.
Don't they have to do spot checks? Thank you for following.
Thanks for the gift.
Jailbait Rosemary's. Don't they have to do spot checks? And if they have to do
Thanks for
spot
the
checks,
gift.
then if he hissing in my cat
Thanks
face,
for the gift.
no mancoon would rip that. Oh god, yeah. Imagine E hissing in front of a mancoon's face. Holy
Thanks for
shit!
following.
Which, by the way, that cat is not a mancoon. That cat is not part mancoon. I'm calling bullshit. Thank you for following Nan of Many Well. Yeah, surely they know about the cat. He wouldn't have bought the big tree. Yeah, I think they know. For fuck's sake, man, work. No, the cat's not massive, but the cat's not small, but the cat's not massive either. She's not a kitten anymore either. Isn't she like what? Apparently she's born in November, so November, well, we'll say December. December, January, February, March, April, May, June. She's about 7 months now. 7 months-ish, I think. I think how he got Doobie in through an Amazon boxes. Yeah, but maybe, but I don't think he would be able to stay. I don't think the cat would be able to stay. I don't think he would be able to stay there. My friend's got a mancoon. They are massive, even after a couple of months. My daughter at a vet nurse saw the cat and said, no way. It's not a mancoon, not at all. He had to be reminded to feed the cat again the other day. It's terrible. Yeah, Haley, I know. Definitely not. My cat was 7 months at vet, and another cat was 2. He was bigger than him. Yeah, they're massive. It's coming to, yeah, you reckon it's coming to a new cat? Coming for a new cat? Yeah, wicked. Yeah, that's what I mean. That cat is not half mancoon. I'm calling bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That cat needs taken away. He neglects the poor thing. Like I think to me the cat is a prop. To me, that cat is a prop. They find stuff in their own face, but that poor cat gets let out. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I think the cat is a prop. The
Thanks
cat
for
is
the
a.
gift.
Thank you for the heart, me. No, many well. I think the cat is a prop. I think he will say it escaped, only wants cat for views and gifts. That's it, Victoria. A lot of what Elphaba does is for gifts
Thanks for the gift.
and shit like that. Thank you for the go populars and the heart meat Bentic. About that
Thanks
poor
for the
little
gift.
kitten, his mancoon, absolutely not. Kitten, no. Yeah. It was a storyline that they are now bored of. Yes, Chantal. And that's it. If you notice, this is the reason why, I'm going to be honest, I'm getting really fucking bored. Not bored. I wouldn't necessarily say bored. I'm getting so drained and tired. Because literally, we went through some videos. That's why their TV got broken. Yeah, Jailbait. You just lost your mane. He was 7 kilograms. That has a mix, maybe Persian or Norwegian forest in it. Oh, I'm sorry that you lost your mancoon. Oh. Cat has zoomies and no room, so everything will go flying. Yes, Victoria. My cat is 10. My cat is 10 years old. Will be 11 years this year. She still has the zoomies. Still. Not as much as she used to, but she still has the zoomies. He never calls me over by her name. It's always darling or something. I mean, my cat is called Morgana. And I'm like, oi, bitch, get over here. And I'm kidding. No, I'm like, oi, run. She answers to it. That backdrop will get broken. Yeah, it will do. I have 3 cats. Wait. I have 3 cats, and they also have the zoomies. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they never really grow out of the zoomies. I learned this morning that part of the Arctic fox Latin is interesting. Oh, authentic. Oh, wow. My cat too, when he zoomies and runs over you, he whines you. So yeah. Mine are 18, 13, 12, 12 and 5. Oh, Liz, wow. My oldest cat is 17 now, bless her. Oh, wow. Morgana, interesting. I got it from, what's it fucking called? Merlin. Oh, thank you. Mine was 19, all 4, and my cats were 19 when they passed. Oh, that's a big age. That's a big age. Merlin, yes. I got it from Merlin. Merlin, yep. Merlin, yes. The bleached don't know how to do nothing without their mum. Yes, Jailbait, yes. That's the reason why they need. This is the reason why you can kind of. I mean, I bleached my hair. Well, I got my partner to bleach my hair. I couldn't get the back. But I can bleach my hair. I just couldn't be asked to get the back. The name translates from Latin to rabbit-footed fox. Oh, okay, Pentic. I call them the bleached onion. My old cat was all black, and she used to look at you like she can see into your soul. She passes something. Oh, nice. I thought you all bleached something else. Source code. No. No. Like, to get the red hair that I've got now, I had to bleach my hair. Sort of like, but the thing is that Alpha would have been able to bleach their hair if they hadn't done it from black box dye. It would have been fine if they hadn't done it from black box dye first. That was the problem there. Like, that was the issue. That was the problem with that. It was from black box dye. When he fake tan, I wonder if fake. Oh yeah, the fake tan. Oh, the fake tan that lasted what, a couple of fucking hours. You have to spend time darkening. Yeah, you do. Yeah, and that's the thing. When it comes to Elphaba wants instant gratification. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm also somebody that likes instant gratification. Wouldn't we all? Look like Donald Trump? Yes. Wouldn't we all like instant gratification? But things take time and things take work. Bleaching your hair, dyeing your hair takes time, takes work. All the stuff it sprays ain't any good for that poor cat either. No, that's the thing. It's not. Like, my lovely cat. We're in a house, and every time I bleach my hair, my cat's usually out the room. And out the way when I bleach my hair. The thing is, if you grow the black box dye out and then just bleach it, no issue. But he didn't. He won't cut their hair either. No, they won't cut their hair. But remember, their hair is their. What was it? Their fucking their. What did I say it was? Identity. That was it. Their identity. Thank you, Wicked. Yeah, their hair was their identity. Well, yeah, it's also their superpower. Their identity, their pride and joy. Now, here's the thing, right? If you want instant gratification, get a water pipe for aromatic use. Okay. Thank you for the "you're awesome," Gemma. So, where was I going with that? Oh, now I'm somebody that can't get tattoos. Well, I can get one of those. Chocolate brown. I know. They split and start at the root. Yes, they do, Zoe. Yep. So
Thanks for the
the
gift.
I could probably get one of those temporary tattoos. I've never tried them though, so I'll have to try and see. Anyway, I can't get actually tattoos because of my keloid scarring. Um, uh, right. So, um, the last ear piercing I got did turn into a little bit of a keloid in my ear. Just a little tiny one. I probably could get another piercing. Um, I do have a collection of sort of like press-on piercings, but they hurt a little bit. Anyway, um, that was when I wanted to. That's my drag thing. Anyway, um, so dyeing my hair, bleaching my hair, dyeing my hair is my form of expression, and has always been my form of my expression because I can't get a tattoo. I can't do that. Um, I've never been able to. So, bleaching my hair, dyeing my hair has always been my sort of way of expressing, some fun. You know, that's the reason why I love that. That's the reason why I love doing the crazy colours. You can judge. It depends on how old the scarring is. And now, wicked. I will instantly scar. That's the thing. Um, Anything that pierces the skin deep enough will instantly scar. Is it a big thing for you? See, mine's piercings and my natural white hair. I have 8 tattoos. One's asleep from my hand up. Oh, nice, Zoe. You have 4 tattoos and one another. Nice, Liz. Mr. Raccoon wants to get more tattoos. I think that's. He was going to get one for his birthday, but he never did. Um, so yeah. But no, you have 13 tattoos. Nice, wicked, nice. I have 3 tattoos, but now I had 3 blood clots and I'm now on blood thinners, so not allowed one now. Oh, I get that, sunshine, yeah. So I always wanted to explain. So I can partly understand why Elphaba says, but the way in which Elphaba says that their hair is their identity. No, it's well, I can understand it to a degree, but I'm like, you fucked up your hair. That's never gonna get right now. And the way that they treat their hair, I'm like, is it really? Is it really? Because it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. The way that they treat their hair doesn't seem like it. When I can, I'm having a tattoo done with my breast cancer scar. Oh, wow, man. Oh, and I know many wells. Wow. That would be an interesting one. If it was their identity, they would have gone to a professional. Right, wicked. They would have. And that's the thing there. It's sort of like, but even, they would have gone to a professional, but also, like, they don't treat their hair right anyway. So I'm like, huh? You have 12 piercings, 5 lobe, 2 helix, 3 bottom lip, tongue, and septum. Wow, authentic. That's a lot of piercings. I'm just waiting for their hair to fall out. They are already sitting on top. Wow, Haley, yeah. I've seen it, yeah. And, yes. Which, I'm going to be honest, at the age of 22, that is shocking. Listen, my dad, and I very much take after my dad in the genetics part. My dad has a bald patch. My dad starts getting bald at the top. Sadly, due to tiny ears, I can't do death or things like that. Oh, all the rugs will not have. Yeah, love that. But then that's the thing. I'm so like, I'm like, there's a part of my hair at the back that's thinner than the rest. It's not bald, but it's thin. You know what I mean? It's so like there's a patch of hair that's thinner. But I'm like, oh, at the age of 22, I'm so like, oh, but so yeah, I think this is where sort of like karma really is coming knocking. Thank you for following, Trisha, Trisa. Um, Karma really is knocking at their door, big time. 53 and my hair is still very thick. Nice, Kerry, nice. Has the hex coming? I have ideas. Put it that way. I have ideas. I'm not going to reveal things. Wicked. I'm not going to reveal things. You found your first grey hair the other day. Nah, Zoe. Did you pull it out though? That's the thing. Did you quickly just yank it out? It will probably put up a GoFundMe for a new weave. I mean, witty, yeah. You will find out in the DMs, wicked. Listen. So yeah, that's what you need to do. Just yank it out. There you go. Just yank it out. I have greys at my temples. I'm only. There's nothing cold. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I think like people since then, having grey hairs is like the sign of like getting old. It's not. I've known people that go grey at freaking teenage years. Don't pull your greys out. 6 more coming at funeral. Oh, there you go. Wicked says don't pull the greys out. 6 more coming at funeral. There you go. Never pull our greys out as they come back double. There you go. Shah says it too. I have spots of grey at 35. Started going grey when I was 22. Yeah, that's the thing. You can go. You call them wisdom hairs. Yeah, that's it. Which, yeah. Haven't had my hair done in so long. My little one said, Mummy, I love the silver highlight you got. Yeah. That's it. It's wisdom. Wisdom. You box dye 3 times a year to cover them up. Well, Kerry, yeah, that's it. Just box dye. Yeah. Box dye them. If you want to, that is. If you want to, that is. Morning, Nikki. Good morning. That's if you want to. You can't wait. Excuse me. You can't wait to turn grey. I love the witchy vibes. Gotta love the witchy vibes. Are you gonna get the hat? Are you gonna get the witch's hat, Haley? Like Elphaba? You have white hair, Liz. Oh. I had white frosted tips as a teenager. Haley's like, nope, nope. My red hair is turning brown, fading. Yeah, Beatrix, it does. It does, unfortunately. Yeah, every time I freaking wash my hair, every time I wash my hair, I'm getting freaking red all over red dialing freaking in the towels. I'm having to use the black towels, and it's like, oh. Every time I wash my face, I'm using face cloths, because I'm getting my front of my hair wet. It's freaking getting red dye all over the freaking hand towels. Oops. Whoops. It happens every single time I dye my hair, though. Yeah, it's non-permanent dye, Beatrix, yeah. I always pick up the non-permanent dye. Always. Because I never check. I just like, oh, I like that colour, and pick it up. That's why it goes everywhere. Yeah, Beatrix, I know. I always get red hand-out towels. Yeah. That would be the smart thing to do, Kerry, but no. Our hand towels are black, white, or purple. So it's great if, you know, if my hair's purple. Not so great when my hair's blue or red. My white and grey is at the front and the back is brown. I get asked what I use to colour. Oh, nice, Liz, nice. What colour do I want to go next? That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, it looks good green, by the way. The last time I went green, it was for a Halloween party. See, I was being extra. I went as the Joker. Now, everybody else, wear bonnet to protect your pillow. I have been doing it since my hair has been done. Oh, okay. Elphaba green. No, I went as like the Joker, right? As a Halloween party. And what I could have done is what somebody else did. Somebody else went as the Joker as well. And they just decided to use spray, like spray on green. But that all, because we was all dancing and having a good time, that all went down, went down their face because I was sweating. No, I decided to be extra and dye it. I was green for like a few days because I had to go to a funeral and somebody was like, you need to wash that out. You need to wash that out. I was like, fine. So I had to dye it back. I lost a load of blood and some of my hair went white in shock. Oh, really? Oh my god. GoFundMe for multicolour hand towels for Josh. Yeah, that'll be my GoFundMe. Multicolour towels. Oh god. JJ's got steaks. Now I'm on. I do not understand why E uses that bonnet. I don't like I do not get it. So they're dip dye towels. Say they are dip dye towels. Oh yeah, I could say they're dip dye towels. I could, yeah. Yeah. By the way, did you get much money for that, by the way, JJ? Did you get much money? Emily has the same bonnets as E. Ooh. Because E knows their hair is gross. And doesn't want to feel it indoors. You and E can be twins. E looks like a mushroom with that one. But why? I don't. My bonnets are washed and I have a colour range. Nice, Emily. So, no, as far as I know, Elphaba's got two bonnets, right? They've got two. But I do not understand why they. I suppose, yes, I can understand, like, if they need it to, like, get the hair out their face and things like that for sleep. Maybe. It's meant to be a thing to keep long hair protected. I've seen a lot of African women wearing it. Yes, wearing them. Yeah, Nemesis. Yeah, it's meant to protect the hair, right? But I'm sort of like, Alpha wears it a lot. Really wicked. Oh, it's one Joshua. The pink / beige is the inside. Leopard print is outside. Oh, I thought there were two. Never mind. I take that back. It protects clean hair. Yeah. Yeah, but when you trap grease and moisture, that can grow fungus. Oh. Is that the reason why Alphaba's hair's looking a bit like it's got a bit more dandruff on it these days? Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that the reason why he's looking a bit more? The duvet went moldy. You have two cakes to make Thursday night due to my son's 16th birthday on Friday. Ooh, Gemma. Ooh. What you making? But his hair is screwed, so why bother? I mean, yeah, Nemesis, why bother? Oh, I'm gonna be honest, that's gonna need chopping all the way off. I know, I know, Alphaba's not gonna like that. Ooh, chocolate cake. Ooh, nice, Gemma. Nice. It does look worse. It does look like it's getting worse. You will have to go. That's it. That's it, source code, isn't it? It's all gonna have to be chopped off in the end. And I'm like, that crash app from that's gonna be. Then I had to mute you. I didn't know you was being muted, JJ. I didn't see it. But love that for them. I mean, I do love that for them. If you mess up using chemicals, it is basically game over, let alone hygiene. It wasn't you this time. Wicked. Why does he wear the bonnet, Joanne? I don't know. Honestly, that I couldn't tell you. So for me, for example, you've got this red hair. You've got my red hair at the minute. Uh, Obviously this will die out because it's semi-permanent, right? This will die out and then it'll bleach. It will obviously go pink eventually. Then it'll die out. Then it'll, this that, and the other. Then I'll let the blood. Then I'll let it grow out. I'll let my roots grow out. Then I'll cut it all off. I'll cut it all off. Then I'll bleach it again, and then I'll dye it again. That's what I'll do. Someone needs to ask. This in each chat. Well, yeah. I don't know why he uses a bonnet. I don't know. I honestly, I could not tell you. I don't know why. I don't know why he wears a bonnet. But eventually, the damage that because he's wearing that bonnet a lot, and I don't think the bonnet's supposed to be worn as much as what it is. Um, and like someone said, and a lot of people have pointed this out, it traps moisture and traps. It will trap moisture, dirt, and everything like that. And if he's not washing that bonnet and not washing their hair, it's gonna cause a lot more damage, a lot more this, and like people were saying, I think it was in the last live that Alpha looked like they had nits, which I don't think it was. I just think it was really bad dandruff, and that can be caused by what Alphaba's doing, and that.
Thanks for the gift.
In the end, thank you for the heart, Miss Sylv. That in the end will cause Elphaba. Ugh. In the end, I reckon it's all gonna have to be cut off. Psoriasis or such like, yeah, because dandruff, really bad dandruff can turn into psoriasis. Psoriasis in the end. I think it's thick, dry skin stuck to their head. Yeah, Liz, yeah, and that's the thing. If Alpha's not taking care of their scalp and not taking care of their hair, oh. But remember, the hair's their identity. And like, I thought I was going bold again. Not bold, blonde. Blonde. Could also be build up of the dry shampoo. It could be, They have had lice before. I did see a video a while ago now where an old school acquaintance, or say acquaintance, it wasn't a school friend. Somebody in Elphaba's school came forward and said that Elphaba used to, and this is what Elphaba says. Elphaba says that they were bullied in school. Well, yeah, washing your head properly, Sylvia. Elphaba used to go around school rubbing their lice around school. If your hair is your identity, you would look after it. Liz, yes, you would, yeah. My hair is in an awful condition due to illness/medication, but there is an absolute state. God, yes, I know, yeah. Is it not clean hair lice or a myth? they do attach their hair to, the lice do attach them to clean hair, yes. But if it's not kept clean after that, they'll still live there. From my understanding, and the last time I had lice was in school. The last time I had lice was in school. So I'm going back. See, now I've got a fucking itchy scalp. Ah. The last time, the last time I had lice was in school. Surely the live will slide off with all the grease in it. I mean, this, yeah. Live starts on a Mingo's head, then moves to clean heads. I mean, yeah, as I say, I had the same reaction. I hate nits. Yeah, no thanks. Nope. Nope, no, 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 nope. Nope. It's just, oh, God. I need to fuck. I now just want to go and bathe in a fucking shower. Y'all have been talking about this stuff, and now I just want to go and bathe in a fucking shower. I hate nits, but it's weird. I love getting rid of them out of someone's hair. Yes, I'm weird. You heard it here first. I know what your game is, JJ. Yeah, I used to have a friend's mum who used to like that as well. We used to call her the torture person. You heard it here first. JJ's just likes torturing people. Yeah, not my own hair. Sod that. My hair is too thick. JJ. Sharing things. I know. JJ's sharing things like, JJ's just fucking sadistic. I'm waiting for Sainsbury's delivery. Any sound, and I'm looking out the window next to. Oh, I do that too when I've got a delivery coming. I'm like, come on, hurry the fuck up. I hate getting nits out of my child's hair. She has so much hair and it's sick. Oh no. But it's therapeutic, same as spot picking. Oh, JJ. Oh no. 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 Oh, no thanks. I mean, Sylv, yeah, sharing is caring, but no thanks. You do realise there's things like knitting or cross stitching, or you know, there's that kind of therapy. There's that kind of therapy. You don't have to inflict pain on other people. There's that kind of therapy. There's painting. You know, you do realise how many hobbies I have. I mean, yes. I mean, yeah, fair. That's very, very fair, JJ. I mean, JJ's got like millions of hobbies. So, yeah, that's fair. Oh my god, that metal comb thing. My scalp still has scars from promise. Yes, Cole, yeah. The comb. Oh, no, thanks. I saw someone picking their child's spots at Paulton's Park the other day. Oh, nope. Go for me for JJ's to find new hobbies. Listen, Kerry, no, JJ does not need any more new hobbies. She's got enough. JJ's going to steal all the hobbies. Yeah, she really is. Right, Mystique, they're all making me feel so fucking itchy. I need to fucking go and take a shower. Oh, I feel, oh. One girl I got asked to do was riddled. Took me days to clear it out. Oh my god, JJ, you... Apparently JJ offers her services. Like, that sounds wrong. JJ gets asked. Getting nits out of some curly hair. Is like, oh yeah. Oh, I've never seen it get out of curly hair. Oh my god. Kerry's like, yes, I'm off to wash my hair soon. And JJ's like, my mum was bad, but her mum was worse. Think she was trying to take my brain with it. I mean, yeah, my mum was bad. I think my mum just hated it. I think my mum just hated doing it. So she was like, come here, you little shits. Oh, you had to use Vaseline for curly hair. Oh, okay. That, yeah. I can imagine that would work. Gotta catch 'em all. Oh my god. You know what? Yeah, oh, that crazy. Thank you for sharing that live UK TikTok gone wrong. Just we descend into chaos, I swear. Smoother the hair. You're playing Pokemon. Oh, what Pokemon you playing? What Pokemon you playing? And they started, yes, yeah. My mum, I think, being a carer slash cleaner, got a bit obsessed with trying to get rid of them. Excuse me, I get that call. You're playing Pokemon Sword? Nice, nice. I've got Pokemon Sword. I haven't played that in a little bit though. My mum used to tie my hair back so tight I looked Chinese in my school pics. Oh my god, Sil. Oh my god. I heard, right. So, you know the ponytail? God, I measured my ear like 2.5 inches long. Oh, really, Pentic? So, you know the ponytail? Apparently, no, it's now called the slick back. I'm like, isn't it just called a ponytail? Apparently, why are we renaming things? I've got to ask, why is the younger generation? Yeah, it's called the slick back now. Slick back bun every day, yeah. Slick back bun every day, yeah, that's what it's called, Rich. I'm like, huh? It's called a ponytail. A ponytail. There's already a name for it. Why are we taking things that already have a name and renaming them? Why? Are people just reinventing the wheel? I bet keto, huh? What are we doing? It'll always be a ponytail. Like, what? Yeah, I think a slick back, a slick back is a men's hairstyle. Huh? I do think Gen Z are trying to think that they invented a lot of things. Thank you for that, me reinvent things. And I'm like, no, there's a name for that. Oh, and some of the food, I'm like, I mean, I'm not a great cook, but fucking hell, what are you making? Is it pony-ist? Has it been changed so we don't upset ponies? Oh, probably. And curtain bangs, butterfly cut, wolf cut. What? Thank you for the Go Populars, really. What are we doing? What are we doing? Good morning, Riri. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. New names for cuts. See, I'm just like, okay, I'm just a fucking lazy shit. Because I'm like, if I want a hairstyle, my hair just goes back to the style that it fucking is in now. Your fringe is now called bangs. But I think they were called bangs anyway.
Thanks for following.
Thank you for following the chosen one. As an Aussie, the dot cake trend is driving me crazy. We've been doing it for years. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? See, I'm just a fucking lazy shit because I'm like short back and sides. Short back and sides. Okay. Done. If I want a different style, I'm like, I'll look men hairstyles up on fucking Google and be like, boom, can you try and do that? Done. Huh? Oh, Fringe's British Bangs is American. Oh, yeah, Bangs is American, isn't it? Yeah. Everything's becoming Americanized, though. I'm like, okay. Yeah, Fringe. I'm just like, oh, why? Although I'm not, I'm just like, what are we doing? My 18-year-old son has a mullet. He gets a perm. Nice, Sylv. Nice. Oh my god. Nice. Nice. Think the younger generation are not realizing what's American and what's not. My brother couldn't. Oh. Yeah, but I think, like, if I have to. Oh, did you see fucking. Like, oh, CLA did a fucking thing. And it annoyed me. Although CLA does a lot of things that annoy me. It angers me when he says, I will spay the cat in my own time. It is so expensive. He's got thousands of pounds. He could spare that cat more than what the He could spare that cat. He just doesn't want to. My youngest spoke with an American accent for a long time because of the programs they watched. I mean, Sarah, yeah. So expensive they've spent hundreds on perfume. Right, Pentic. So yeah, CLA did a thing the other day. Yo, I'm gonna need CLA to, and she's going on about British culture, and I'm like, ah, because she was like, she's not racist, and I'm like, it's not. She was going on about it's not racist to say that you're British or something. I'm like, in the context that you're trying to say it, yes, it is. Because context matters, CLA. But anyway, CLA is the privileged. Oh, so okay. I just paid £900. You just paid £900 to get on my cat for no. Okay, love. Yeah. So but I'm gonna need I'm gonna need CLA to understand. British culture is a mixing pot and always has been. So, meh. Anyway, I saw a clip where he said it's gonna cost 400 for the cat being spayed and he can't afford it. No, it isn't. He's a fucking liar. Hold my hand, I will just occasionally use American talents instead of British without realizing. Oh yeah, it happens. The problem is that British culture is becoming more Americanized as we're going on. Anyway, so fucking so about I know, no way is that expensive. No, it isn't. He was so desperate for her attention. I'm glad she's ghosting them. Yeah. So let's talk about the fucking privilege. Right. This annoyed me only because right. Elphaba says that 150 quid for a spare, not that expensive. No, it's not. And Elphaba has the money. So, Elphaba says that CLA is privileged. Can you sense the fucking sarcasm? Just a phrase he is using to get gifts. Yes, it is. Elphaba doesn't understand what privilege is. He won't get the cat insured, no. But he doesn't understand what privilege is because Elphaba has privilege. Elphaba has a platform. Elphaba,
Thanks for the gift.
This pissed me off. Yeah, privilege to talk to underage kids. Yeah, that too. But this pissed me off purely because, right? He wouldn't know privilege if he got dropped 350k. Oh, yeah. I know, right? So, Elphaba's had a lot of money. Right? So, what can Elphaba do at this very moment in fucking time? No one asked if Kid was okay, just mad they couldn't talk to kids openly. Well, Keita, yeah. So, thank you for the awesome viewers. So, what pissed me off about this is, what can Elphaba do right now? What can Elphaba do right now? Elphaba, and Elphaba does this so openly. Go join a monastery in the back of Orion. Have a bab. He said the other day, it was trans in real life. Yep. And that's the thing here. So, Elphaba can wipe off the makeup, can chop up all their hair.
Thanks for the gift.
Nemesis, yeah. Elphaba can take off the dress, put on baggy clothes, walk out the house.
Thanks for the gift.
And what will Elphaba be seen as? Oh, right, a man. So Elphaba wants to sit there and turn around and say that CLA has privilege. Yes, CLA has more privilege than most people because CLA has a platform. However, Elphaba has a lot of fucking privilege. A lot of fucking privilege. Elphaba can go out in the middle of the night without being SA'd.
Thanks for the gift.
Elphaba doesn't have to look over their shoulder like women do. But okay, Elphaba. CLA's got more privilege. Okay. Okay. Could literally get off their ass, go look for a job, volunteer places. They've got all the time. Right, Pentic. Elphaba has a lot more privilege than anyone in this world. It annoys me. Want to sit there and go on about fucking privilege my ass. Fucking... Ugh. Yes. Has no idea of reality. That's it, Kita. And yes, source code. They had a flat. That's it. I mean, I reckon that's what's going to happen, Dan. He is going to get locked up eventually.
Thanks
they are a selfish person, Witty, but it annoyed me because I was just like, Elphaba, you have more privilege than anyone. Okay, now I need you to keep talking whilst I sort all this shopping and put it away. I hate putting the shopping away. Close to it in that tiny room. I mean, Keto, yeah, that's the reason why I turn around and say they're exactly where they need to be. Calm as a bitch. He has that type privilege where nobody wants to touch them in fear of catching infections. Lost Munchkin, there is that as well, but also I think people don't want to get a police charge. They could turn their life around. They just don't want to. He had a lovely flat, but their self-entitlement lost them it and put them in a box room. Right, private investigators. Yep. Exactly. Ungrateful, bratty behaviour. Exactly. Yep. They had it all. But nope. Nope. And honestly, I think they're going to have... And what annoys me... They're exactly where they need to be, right? They're in a shared accommodation right now. I've said it plenty of times. Those cute little studio flats are lovely. There's some really nice ones. Yeah, Pentic. They're exactly where they need to be. You know, they're in a shared accommodation, things like that. There's thousands of people who would have given their right arm for a flat like they had. Yes. Cole said, I really don't get this notion of having things handed to you. It was drummed into me. If I wanted something, I had to wait for it. Yes, myself. Yes, Cole. Yeah, exactly. It was drummed into me too. It was shamed. But the the I was gonna go somewhere for something. So yes, they need to learn they can't have it all. Right, Witty. The thing is that Elphaba has money. Elphaba has the money to A, get the cat spayed, sort things out, get a property of their own, but they won't do it. And they are very quickly learning that, oh shit, they're not getting everything that they want. And we are seeing the results of, oh crap, things aren't just being handed to me now. And they're getting older now. He showed exactly what they're like when he gave the door code out to anyone and everyone. It's so selfish. Right, Charlie? Yes. Yeah, exactly. It was made clear to us as kids not to expect or assume anything from the world. Exactly, Cole. Yes, exactly. Yeah, source code. He is learning. You get what you are given. Yes, you are. You are. I mean, like, you know, I've said this before. Because I like in the same, even respecting their fellow neighbors. That's it. I want never gets. That's it, child. And the thing is, so like I was in a very similar position to Elphaba, as in I, like Elphaba, technically intentionally made myself homeless, in the sense of my mum moved up north, I stayed in Birmingham. I've said this before, so I intentionally made myself homeless. Now I was lucky in the sense of I got to pick the area of Bartley Green, or like Bartley Green Northfield areas, because that's where I was before, where my mum lived before. So I was lucky in that sense. Now I was in a hotel for 3 weeks. Then I was moved to a homeless accommodation above an estate agent's in Bearwood. For I think that was about no, I think it was about 3 months. Well, during that time, I did have was quote unquote support worker. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a support worker. It was just somebody that came and helped out with bills, helped out with cooking, those kind of things. So what Elphaba says they have, I have had. Yeah, I had to bear with it, did you? Yeah, I know, right? So I had all that, right? And was above this estate agent, and I had all that support. But I had I was in band A. I was in band A. And I had to pick 3 different properties. One was in very close to where I had my road accident. One was in Bartley Green, and there was another place somewhere. Band A, Gang Rise Up, yeah. So, but I picked. I literally, you had to pick that. You had to pick. Oh, it was jumped into me that you had to pick a property, otherwise you were kicked off this list. And if you were kicked off this list, they ain't gonna help you. They are not gonna help you. And I was like, fuck. If they're not gonna help me, shit. Okay. So I picked. Luckily, you know, it was okay. You agreed to bid or something like that. Yeah, I had to bid. I got to look around the property, like final. It was like a final offer kind of thing. Yeah, you had to bid on 3 different properties. And as I say, one was where we got close to where I got run over. The other place was in Bartley Green, and the Bartley Green was the one that I got. But you cannot decline them. I was like, okay. So I didn't. I was like, I wanted to stay in Birmingham, so I decided to stay there. And I did. I stayed in that flat for 7 years, I think it was. Hang on, 2013 to... Actually, it wasn't that long. 2013 till 2018. Yeah. We wasn't allowed to decline our temp accommodation. If we did, we was classed as intentional. Yeah. This is what... And I suppose this is where the frustration comes in with Elphaba, because Elphaba has intentionally made themselves homeless. And they're intentionally doing these things. And it's like, Elphaba, you have been given the property before was an amazing apartment. Thank you for the donut, Pentic.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the you are my jam. Am I your jam, Pentic? Am I your jam?
Thanks for the gift.
It was an amazing property. You can decline, but you have to have a very good reason. Oh, Charlie, yeah. I wouldn't have a very good reason, to be honest. I wish I could have seen E's face when E saw their new accommodation box room. And I think this is where... honestly, I'll be honest, I can understand the frustration. I really can understand the frustration of Elphaba should not be in that property. They shouldn't. They've got the money. They should be in a property on their own, like of their own. Of their own, in a private rent, doing those things, right? And it should go to somebody more worthy of a property, like, okay, he could have made that last place look stunning, but everything comes to his... Yes, Ruby. And it makes me so angry that, like, Elphaba is just being handed things. He made themselves intentional MS, so he shouldn't be helped by the council. In theory, yes, Charlie. In theory, yes. But they are being helped. But I think this new setup, you can see, or rather I can see, that Elphaba... My postman's here. The Elphaba isn't liking it at all. They are not liking that setup at all. They're not liking it. And it's like, well, tough luck. Tough shit. Thank you for the summer sun, Kerry. The door is like less than 3 meters from the bed. Yeah, Pentic. Well, that's yeah, it's tough tip. Tough tip. Thank you for the roses, Kerry. It looks tiny. That's why E has put the backdrop. Yeah. It's like, well, tough shit. You made your bed. Now you're gonna have to lie in it. And that's where I'm like, well, you had an amazing place. You tortured your neighbours for months upon months upon months. I would have loved that studio flat at that age. Yeah, it was amazing. Yes, Charlie, it was amazing. But they decided to take advantage. You're still in with your dad. I look after him. Right, Pentic. Yeah, I get that. Exactly, that's what we were told as kids, Josh. You messed up, you deal with the consequences. Yep. Okay, Sylv, I've discovered my hair with a wire brush. Thanks for chatting a good scratch. Well, I hope you have a good day, Sylv. I hope you have a good day. Those old neighbours must be so happy. I bet you that. I bet you're having a great time. I bet you they had a party, Keto. I would. I'm going to be honest. I fucking would. I'd have a fucking party and a half. Why did they lose that place, that studio flat, apart from it being a leaked location? It seemed nice. UK TikTok gone wrong. I think it was, from what I understand, the neighbours all banded together. They all banded together and did a complaint. From what I understand. Like Thursday, I had to leave work early for an appointment, but I had to make the time up. Oh, I get that, Bentic. Call me insane, but do you know who he reminds me of? Who? Who, Charlie? Who? Who does he remind you of? I bet the cleaners had hazmat suits to clean the pit. So you know the Monsters series, Ed Gein one, Richard Speck in that series. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one. I don't think I've ever seen that one. No. I'll have to look at it. There's a lot of things I need to look up there. There's a lot of things I need to look up, to be fair. Hello, Britt. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? I love the fact, like, I'm going to be honest. I've not played a video at all today. We've been chatting for almost 2 hours. So basically, true story. He illegally obtained hormones while incarcerated. Oh, Charlie. Okay. Okay. How's everyone in the UK? I am doing good. I'm doing good. I hope you are too, Britt. I hope you are too. Leading to development of female breasts. Oh, Charlie. Okay. Yeah, I think the mattress would have had to have been replaced, Kerry. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do think so as well. I do think so as well. Yeah, I do think so as well. But you know, I mean, hence why even much. Ah, Charlie. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that now. When you put it in that context, yeah, I can say that. In the old place, he was at the communal areas, had regular cleaners come in. Oh, is there any updates that are interesting? I mean, just being they're being condescending, so we reached the condescending loop, Brit. They did have some advice for CLA. CLA, right. CLA is going into the HS, which I got it. Shocked they, shocked they never said anything. Well, offensive, yeah. He has stated he would pay someone already taking hormones to take their hormones, so hence connection. Well, Charlie, yeah. Why buy such a huge cat tree in the tiny room? Well, yeah. Do we think they have a curfew at this new place, hence the staying out till early morning? Probably. The tree is 6'9". He is only a bit shorter than the top of the tree. Kerry. Well, we know they're 6 foot. What, 6'3", 6'4"? That did not help them. That did not help them at all then. With their height, I'm only 5'10". Bullshit. But no, CLA, right? CLA is going to the HS TikTok house or wherever the fuck that is. Wherever the fuck that is. Listen, I'm 5'10". Alphaba's fucking 6'3" or 6'4". Yep, I researched it, found it on Amazon. Oh, okay. So yeah. So we're literally having the fallout from CLA, and you know, CLA's, according to Alpha, got privilege and all this shit. Controversy goes with controversy, right, Scottish woman? And this is where Elphaba is a disgrace to communities. Because Elphaba will get back into bed with CLA at some point. In what reality is E 5'2". I mean, Elphaba's not 5 foot fucking anything. Elphaba's 6'3". basically social Big Brother, and she's doing the scran with Dan. Oh, is she doing the scran with Dan thing again? Is she back in with that now? I thought Talia Dean was doing that now. Your son is 6'2", and I'm sure he is taller. Yeah, Mr. Raccoon's 6'3". I'm 5 foot exactly, and that person is like 2 times my height. I'm 5'10". I think I'm either 5'10" or 5'11". Yeah. Is if he's 5'2", I'm a million. No, I think I meant to say 5'10". Grace isn't CLA, is. Oh, did Grace drop out? I think he wanted back in, and CLA won't help. Oh, baby. Oh, shit. I did not see any of that. I wouldn't be surprised if he came out with both narcissism, sociopathy, and malingering diagnosis, to be honest. No, Charlie Ann. No, Charlie, sorry. I don't know why I called you Charlie Ann. No, Charlie, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, that's why. CLA's doing scrum with Dan again. I did not know that. I haven't been keeping up to date with that, to be honest. Oh, that makes more sense. So that's the reason why Elphaba's being a vindictive little shit. You do, yeah, let's say you shrink with age. That's okay, Sam. It didn't come up on my end, so I don't know. That's okay, Sam.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the help, me, Andrew. I'm just. Oh my God, that makes a whole lot of sense now. That makes a whole lot of sense as to why Alpha is being a bit. Maria isn't answering, and maybe she only answered when there was a chance for money on the show. Oh, baby, oh. So this is the reason why Alpha was being fucking vindictive. Thank you for the roses, Riri. So that's the reason why Alpha was being all fucking vindictive. And that's the reason why I was... Alpha was upset because CLA left the show when he pulled out. Yeah. He's trying to stop CLA doing that hosting with his HS Tiki-Taki. I mean... Yes, that's the reason why he's giving out all the advice. That's okay, Claire. No, I just apparently CLA is now doing Scam with Dan, and CLA is also going on the HS Tiki-Taki house thing. But now that's also put. I didn't realize CLA was doing Scam with Dan again. Is it like a Big Brother sort of thing? Yeah, Charlie Ann. I think the HS Tiki-Taki is a bit like Big Brother kind of thing. I don't actually think CLA ever pulled out. I think DG and had a plan. Oh, you think, Fabi? Yeah, but wasn't Grace going to be in it though? Because Talia Dean's going in there. Which that's gonna be interesting to witness. Oh, Modine's going in there as well. Oh, she never actually confirmed Grace. Oh, Grace was never actually confirmed. Oh, I thought Grace was. Oh, see, I thought Grace was confirmed. Oh, okay. So that's why Alpha was throwing their dummies out the pram. DG said Grace, but she never said she was. Oh, right. Oh, okay. So, wait. Okay. So, wait. Yeah. So this is Big Brother, CLA. You are evicted. Please leave the house immediately. So So that's why Alphaba's throwing their dummies at the pram, because CLA's get, and that there's, oh, you know what? There's no fucking brand deal. There's no fucking, oh my god. You know when you sit there and you realize something in real time? Also makes me wonder, the full passport with E, did CLA say about this house? Maybe. Because Elphaba's got to be involved in everything. Elphaba latches onto people like glue, like a bad smell. Anyway, but people don't want Elphaba. This is the thing, people don't want to work with Elphaba. But now we know why Elphaba keeps on saying, oh, I've got people in the industry. Oh, yes, they're trying to make CLA and DG jealous, and it's not working. Even that mom doesn't want them, right, wicked. Right, because that's it. And that's the reason why they want their mom in London. It's got nothing to do with them having autism or anything like that. Elphaba knows Maria is the one that's liked. Maria is the one that people want to see. Maria is the one that CLA wants to hang around with. That's it. Using their mum to get close to CLA. Yeah, that's it. Because and a part of me, yes, can feel kind of bad in a way, but no, because they're a disgusting human being. But this is the reason. No, the backdrop didn't last long. Maria isn't like, I mean, I don't like Maria. I personally don't like Maria, but Maria is more liked than Elphaba. That's the thing. Maria is more liked than Elphaba is. Yeah, I didn't realise Silla was back on Come Dine With Me. Look at Xmas, how much he made with battling CLA hundreds. Yes, baby. This is the thing. Without CLA, without Maria, Elphaba has nothing. And Elphaba knows that. Elphaba's well aware of that. I'm so upset at how small that room is for that cat. I know, Niffy, I know. Maria and CLA are more the same age. Yeah, Joe, yeah. And that's the thing. Elphaba, this is not a fan of Maria, but she makes me laugh. Then she put E in their place or just ignores them. Yeah, E relies on CLA and CLA claims to be friends, but I doubt it. No, CLA and E aren't friends. CLA is friends with Maria. CLA is friends with Maria, not Elphaba. That's it. The only thing I personally like about Maria is that she keeps some of their lies and behaviour in check. Yeah, that's the thing I like about Maria. So CLA can't stand it. He is desperate to get in with CLA, but CLA likes Maria. Yeah, Maria and CLA are friends. And that's the thing here. Elphaba can't communicate with people their own age because, I mean, let's face it, look at the friends that they've had. Because, alright. Thank you for sharing, Queen Bee. Maria is at least down to earth and not delulu. Yeah. So let's. So okay. The people that Elphaba wants to hang around with, like the younger generation, like people who uses their own mom, despicable piece of shit. I mean, yeah, I know, but Elphaba wants to hang around with like people their own age, like with Juan and Daryl and like all the things. Although Juan is, I think, almost 30 anyway, but like those are the people that Elphaba wants to hang around with. However, they all have jobs. They all have lives. They're not going to sit around on TikTok all day. You know, they all have a life. They're not going to sit around on TikTok or on Kick or on social media all day, right? Okay. Um, Now, so that's the reason why they lose their friendships, because Elphaba has nothing else, which you can kind of feel sad for them for, but Elphaba has nothing else. I see like one video every a day, and it is enough to be like, for fuck's sake. I mean, source code, you're not wrong. So they have nothing, right? Then, so they go to. He keeps accusing people of SA, then people will keep their distance. Yeah, he expects their friends to look after them. Yes, Buster, they do. I think Maria can taste what a triangle smells like. Okay. Yes and no. It's self-propelled issue. Yeah, Fentic, it is. Yeah, it is. It's definitely it's self-made. And the no, but I don't feel sorry for them. He did it all to them. They did it all to themselves. Now, this is where Elphaba. So then Elphaba tries to cling on to somebody like CLA, DG, um, the actual people who do use social media. But that also doesn't work because they're older. They're older and wiser, and Elphaba can't manipulate them. So where does Elphaba go? Elphaba goes to the minors and to the vulnerable. That's the reason why Elphaba goes to that audience. Because Elphaba goes out, his behaviour is vile, but kind of feels sorry for them, desperate for love from anyone, but no one loves them. Yeah, go, but yeah. They are desperate for love. They really are. Yep, aims at people he shouldn't even be. Yes, yeah. I'm not even fully sure the Acom knows there's a cat in there and a cat tree. I think they would be aware because they have to do spot checks. They have to do spot checks. It's too small a room for a cat tree and a backdrop for fire regulations. Yeah. They've latched on to trans female Sienna. Sienna will learn. Sienna will learn. There, Joe. Sienna will learn that Alphaba's just latching on to them for their attention. And that's the problem here. Used to coat you off. I mean, you know, and that, you know, that's the thing. It's sort of like they'll soon learn. They'll soon learn because Elphaba gets too much. Elphaba doesn't know when to stop and take the brakes off. That's the problem here. Elphaba doesn't know when to stop and take the brakes off. So, you know, he doesn't know the difference between a friend and a carer. Yes, and that's what Elphaba wants. A carer, a maid, and all those things. And they're just not going to get it. I have warned Sienna, but she hasn't listened. I mean, if she's not going to listen, she's not going to listen. And that'll be her own downfall. That will be her own downfall. All anyone can do is put out the information, talk about it, speak about it. That's all anyone can do. You can warn them. If they're not going to listen, that's on them at that point. Like all the constant going out, how has their novelty not worn off yet? I mean, then they keep on saying that they're relapsing, and it's going to catch up to them eventually, Fentic. It is going to catch up to them eventually. They're either going to end up in prison or they are literally going to end up homeless. With nowhere and no one. With nowhere and no one. Because the council aren't going to do it. The council aren't going to put up with this for much longer. But I've been live for almost 3 hours. I know we've been chatting for like hours upon hours and upon hours. We haven't played any videos today. I'm gonna get out of here because he has no idea how daunting actual relapse of a dangerous thing is, and how it pulls it. No, he has no idea. I mean, he admitted to taking rugs. He is allowed to take rugs in that. I don't think they're allowed. Cat's whole existence is a small area with her. Yes, I know. Yeah, they are going to end up with liver-winking disease. But yes, I am going to put on. We're going to keep in the steps mood. I don't want that album. Let me find an album. Why can I never find any of the fucking albums that I want? I swear, I can never find the albums that I actually fucking want. We've already played songs from that album. Where's the other album? It's just about that I can't fucking see. Oh, there it is. That's the album I want. Let's go with let's go with One for Sorrow. There we go.